Morning all. I hope you're doing well. So it's the weekend and Sunday always means a roundup of what we've been doing for this week. Now this week started with triggers. It's going to be a 2-week thing. That's not to say we're going to get over our triggers in 2 weeks. It's just we're spending 2 weeks on the topic because it's such a big one. And it kind of leads into what can be a big trigger anyway for people, which is Christmas. So it kind of segues nicely, if you like. So this week we've just been looking at it fairly high level, and it brought home yesterday doing the workshop that it doesn't matter where you are in your journey. Sometimes they can come at you at left field. Some of the examples we talked about yesterday were sort of stuff coming out of nowhere at you. So next week is very much around the specifics, whereas this week was quite high level and just sort of bringing it into the awareness of the fact that you must, or you might have some that you know about, and some that you might not know about but can come at you when you least expect it. So this is quite high level. So there are no questions. I haven't had any questions through, but I suppose for me really dealing with it yesterday on a one-to-one level, you forget how upsetting it can be for people. I mean, it's upsetting for me when I get triggered, but just talking about it can be a very, very sensitive subject. So if you've started putting yourself under the spotlight and you've noticed that you're getting very upset and almost reliving the emotions around it, because that's what it is, a trigger. It's a reminder, and it takes you back to the initial trauma. And for many of us, finding out that we can't have children, or getting to the point that we realise we can't have children, is a trauma. And so things will come up, you'll come up against things that will remind you of that trigger, and you'll relive those emotions. So if you are finding that this has been quite upsetting for you to talk about, or it's started bringing up some stuff where you've put yourself under the microscope and you're starting to get into the murky stuff, then it may be time to get some help, and that might be in the form of counselling. If you're not ready for counselling, then it's time to get yourself connected and talking to people. That could be friends, that could be family. And if you don't feel able to do that, then it's time to get yourself into a group where you can talk about it. Now, the private group, if you wanted to come in on After the Storm, it's had a lot of structure around it, and yet again, I'm rethinking it. I think it needs to be more about people communicating and talking about what they're going through, and then getting the support from other people that know what they've been through. So for those of you that are in the private group, there's some changes that are going to be coming up again in the format. There's going to be less format, more opportunities to speak and get the support you need. So if you're not in the group yet, I would urge you to get in there if you're needing the support of like-minded people that understand where you are. So as I say, no questions today, but we are starting, not a new topic, but we're starting to go deeper into triggers tomorrow. I will be talking about my own triggers and my own reactions, and giving you some tips on how you can cope, especially with Christmas coming up. I know for many of us that is not a great time of year for those that can't have children. So yeah, so it's all coming up. Look after yourself. It's quite a high level video today because it's Sunday, let's have a day off. But I shall see you again tomorrow. So have a good day, enjoy your weekend. Remember, I'm here for you every step of the way, having been through it myself. But enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I shall see you tomorrow. Bye bye for now.